Today we're going to be reading Favorite Fables, retold by Emily Kavicki, illustrated by Danny Jones. In this book, there are three different short fables in which animals learn valuable lessons. Since these fables are make believe, the animals can act like human beings. As we read, I want you to think about our cause and effect and see if you can identify some causes and what the effect of these causes were, or some effects and what caused them. I also want you to be thinking about your point of view. Identify the characters as we read and think about how the different characters are feeling throughout. As we read, I will also be giving you some thinking points to discuss at home. Our first story is The Lion and the Mouse. This fable is about a lion and a mouse. What do you see in this picture? Let's read to find out some more about the lion and the mouse. One day, a little mouse was skipping along next to a stream in a jungle. A big lion was sleeping nearby. The lion reached out and grabbed the mouse. "Please don't eat me," said the mouse. So the mouse was skipping along next to a stream or a small river when lion catches him. What do you think the lion might do to the mouse? Why do you think that? The mouse was too small to make a good meal, so the lion let him go. Later, the mouse heard a great roar. The lion was tangled or caught in the ropes. "Please help me," said the lion. The little mouse said, "You set me free, so I will help you." The little mouse jumped on top of the lion and chewed the ropes. The lion flung the ropes to the ground. Then he hugged the mouse with his big paws. From then on, the two friends lived peacefully in the jungle. I want you to think, why might the two animals end up living peacefully in the jungle? What text evidence did you find that can support that? Our next fable is about a hare, an animal like a rabbit, and a tortoise, an animal like a turtle. It's titled The Hare and the Tortoise. Look at the picture. Mr. Hare and Mr. Tortoise are going to race. Who do you think will win? Why do you think that? One day, Mr. Hare was boasting about how fast he could run. "I can beat any animal in a race," said the hare. A tortoise said, "I will race you." All the forest animals lined up to watch the race. Mr. Hare and Mr. Tortoise were ready. So Mr. Fox yelled, "On your mark, get set, go!" The hare ran so fast. He could beat anyone in a race. So he sat under a tree and took a nap. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept going. He passed the sleeping hare. Oh, look at this illustration, friends. What do you see in this picture? What do you think will happen next? At last the hare woke up. Mr. Tortoise ran off to finish the race. But the tortoise had won. Mr. Tortoise smiled and said, "Slow and steady wins the race." Let's look at our third fable for the day. It is titled City Mouse and Country Mouse. In this fable, Country Mouse invites City Mouse to her home in the country. Do you think City Mouse will like the country? Do you think Country Mouse will like the city? Why or why not? One day, City Mouse went to visit Country Mouse. Country Mouse said, "Please eat with me." So City Mouse sat down to eat the simple food. City Mouse said, "You must come to the city. I will show you how to live." The next day, they went to the City Mouse's house. Country Mouse had never seen such fine food. The mice began to eat. Then they heard barking and growling. "Ah, that's just the family dog," said City Mouse. "I don't like having a dog so close," said Country Mouse. "Goodbye. I am going back to the country. I would rather eat simple foods in peace than fancy foods in fear." All right, my friends, it's now time for you to use your reader response journal and go back in your story and use your turn the question around technique to answer some questions. Your questions are, why does the mouse help the lion? Your second question is, what causes the hare to lose the race? And your third question is, what does the country mouse decide to do after she sees and hears the dog? Then I want you to write about which story in Favorite Fables is your favorite. Write 2 sentences telling why you like it best. Good luck, my friends. Use this video to help you if you need help with those answers.